Hi folks, my name's Chris Rawlinson, a 33-year-old wrestling fan from Stoke-on-Trent. This isn't my normal thing, I don't normally sit here and do videos, but I'm currently off work with a broken foot, hence the time, hence the complete boredom, so you know, why not? And I felt it a particular good time to do it, based on my current feelings towards the current WWE product, specifically Monday Night Raw. I've just not long finished last night watching another 3-hour edition of a unexciting, uninspiring, dull 3-hour edition of Raw. You know, it might as well have been the same show from the past 3 weeks, and it's been like that for a while now. And to be honest, it's wearing a bit thin. I'm getting quite sick of it. Quite frankly, I've got better things to be doing with 3 hours of my life. You know, I'm a 33-year-old working father and husband, so you know, when I'm not at work, I do have very little time to sort of, you know, do what I want to do. And you know, do I really want to fill that with 3 hours of watching Raw? You know, I watch a lot of other things. I watch, you know, wrestling aside, I watch Gotham, Glow, football, you know, Marvel movies, DC movies, all that stuff. You know, and to be honest, I'd much rather do that at the moment than watch Raw. And I think really my main problem is Raw. You know, this week, Roman Reigns, Bobby Lashley. I'm not really bothered who wins, why they're fighting. You know, Bobby Lashley's been back for 5 minutes. All of a sudden, he's this big challenge to Roman. Based on what? Based on beating Sami Zayn. Okay, not knocking Sami Zayn, but he's hardly, you know, a great conquest. And I have a huge problem with there being no champion. You know, I like Brock, well, did like Brock, fed up with him. But you know, how can you have a brand with no champion, or rather a champion who's not there? You know, we've seen the IC title in prominent positions over the past few weeks, particularly when Seth had it. You know, now Dolph's got it. Why has Dolph got it? Anyone? Don't really know. You know, again, not knocking Dolph. Always been a fan of Dolph, really. But you know, he's had his day. He's come and gone. Should he really be the #1 guy on Raw? Because essentially he is, because he's the IC champion, and that's the only championship being defended week in and week out on Raw. So you know, there's that. But you know, the current storylines, there's nothing there's nothing that I'm dying to watch. You know, okay, Kevin Owens and Braun, slightly funny. Okay, might be a good match at the weekend, but you know, I'm not dying to watch Kevin Owens and Braun Strowman go at it. Sasha and Bailey, it's been going on for months. You know, and now it's come to a head, and they're having counselling. I mean, what's that about? You know, back in the day when, you know, the 2-man power trip, Austin and Triple H, they started having, you know, there were cracks appearing in their tag team relationship. You know, they wouldn't have gone to counselling. They had a bloody 2 out of 3 falls match, or a, you know, Hell in a Cell match. You're not counselling, and you know, and where are they going to go next with it? You can't just go from counselling to, you know, a brutal match on a pay-per-view. You know, they should have skipped the counselling and gone straight to that. Yes, it's not an Extreme Rules, but when it does happen at SummerSlam, presumably, you know, it's already been tainted. It's already been watered down with this bloody counselling thing. And I think that's the problem. The storylines and the overexposure, I think. You know, we've just come off an absolutely amazing UK Championship tournament, which was amazing. And you know, it's a tournament. We all love a tournament. It's a clear storyline who's going to win the tournament. You know, the other matches around on the card are acts that you don't see every week. So you know, there's no overexposure. So when we see Tyler Bate, when we see Trent Seven, Mark Andrews, Pete Dunne, we absolutely love the chance to see them. But then we have to wait for a few weeks till we see them again, months sometimes. And you know, I'm not saying that's the key, but you know, there's got to be something to that. You know, how many times can we see Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns, Bobby Lashley, Kevin Owens, Braun Strowman every week, just swapping and changing who they're fighting? It's just not. It's just not. You know, it's not entertaining. You know, and this week particularly, the matches were good. You know, Drew and Seth had a good match, but apart from that, it's just not what it used to be. And I know it's not 1999 anymore. It's not an Attitude Era. We can't have people getting thrown off Hell in a Cells to the extent that Mick Foley did in 1998. But, you know, what made that era so amazing was the sort of charismatic talent, the storylines, and that's just not there. You know, when we look back in 10 years, when we look back at the greatest moments on Raw, there's going to be nothing from the current crop. You know, it's really hard sitting here to try and think of the last really good thing that happened on Monday Night Raw. You know, and for someone who's been watching it every week, you know, and I, hand on heart, cannot remember the last time I didn't watch Raw, even when I'm abroad. I don't watch it abroad, but I tape it, and I make sure that when I'm back, you know, I'm up to speed, and I don't miss a trick, you know. But yeah, you know, what was the next thing I was going to say? Daniel Bryan, he's back. We've waited for him to be back for weeks and months and weeks and months. He's back, but he's teaming up with Kane. You know, this guy should have gone straight to the main event at WrestleMania. This guy should be WWE champion. He should be having matches with AJ Styles. You know, Kane. You know, I respect the guy. You know, 20 years on, 21 years on, he's still here. He was in the main event of SmackDown last week. But is this the guy? Was this what we want to see? Do you want to see Team Hell No? It's not that I don't want to see Team Hell No, but I'd much rather see Daniel Bryan, who, let's face it, has a limited shelf life, surely, based on what we've learned from the past few years. Surely he should be doing something else. You know. And yeah, you know, this is just my view. I'd like to know what your thoughts are. This isn't by any means the first of many. This is just someone who's off work with a broken foot, absolutely bored to death by the current WWE product, and I felt I had to come out here and tell you guys, share with you guys what my views are. I'm WWE for life. I always have been. You know, I don't think I'll ever stop watching. Well, I know I won't. But, you know, I'm very, very close to sort of tapping out, perhaps. Having a breather, you know. I have cancelled Sky Sports before, back in sort of 2008, I believe. So that's how long ago of a gap I had. That lasted all of a month because I thought I need it back. Now, I'm not so sure. I have just purchased tickets for the Liverpool UK NXT taping in November. So very excited for that. Hopefully see some of you there. Finally, WWE, sort it out.